Hello, hello. I hope everybody is having a good day. I have to be bad and I have to, I was like, I got a new message on WhatsApp and I was like, who is that? I communicate with friends through WhatsApp. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't know that. I have to post on social medias before I get started. Oh my god, somebody is like, fun fact, you can do CPR to the beat of Golden and it's the right pacing, and literally the video is just Rumi screaming, giving CPR to Juno on the ground, and he's just dead. He's just,
that is the right beat.
It is the right BPM, and he is literally just flatlined on the ground, and she's just like, ah, just like trying to get him to live, and I'm like, man, that's rough, dude. That's rough. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, Jace, I got a question for you. When you get a second, do you want to go digging through the ceremonial coins and try and find that stupid coin?
Do you remember where we...
It's like in those wedding boxes, and it's like your dad labeled everything, so it says like the box should say like coins on it and stuff. Whenever you get a chance, like it's just on my to-do list, and I keep looking at it and then keep forgetting to do it. Okay, so today, fortunately, is a cosplay video. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out which cosplay video I want to post today. Hold on. Okay, I picked the right one. I gotta just do a filter, though. Sat down lurking for a minute while I get tea! The maple creamer came in. I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, cool. Let me just get this posted and I'll be like good to go. I should have probably done this before, but I was eating my breakfast. I love how my mom would let me listen to "If You Seek Amy" by Britney Spears when I was a kid, but wouldn't let me listen to "Aerials" by System of a Down. Figure that shit out. I got questions. Okay, cool. This is slowly going. And then we got to draw. This cosplay video that I'm posting today is pretty fucking funny. Pretty good. Okay, while that's like loading, I guess I'll just let this go. I have to like warm up today. I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, I got all of my stuff taken care of for blocking and stuff before I realize I think that this panel is done, but also this is gonna bug the shit out of me. Better. And then this too. Better. It is better. Okay, now I gotta post to YouTube. Plot twist, I'm on YouTube and I'm posting to YouTube. What is this? What is this? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Friday, and Saturday comes after work. We don't talk about it. Jason knows. I'm gonna go back and watch all the Skippy Shorts videos. He still makes videos, and honestly, that's iconic. Let me go see. Almost there. There's so many hashtags going on. There we go. Good God. All right. I love how sometimes I get random updates from Google, and it's like, by the way, there's a volcano notice. And I was like, I'm sorry, what do you mean a volcano notice? And Google's like, well, if you live in Hawaii, there's gonna be an explosion. And I'm like, but I don't live in Hawaii. It's like, well, good for you then. Oh, okay. I don't understand. I don't get it, but that's fine. Okay, give me just a second to figure out what I'm doing for this script here. What page is this? Oh yeah, I'm already on the right page. Cool. Okay. My whole brain is soup. How you doing? How's your maple creamer? I realize I've mourned, I wept because I realized that we don't get that in the United States. That International Delight maple creamer is like just for you guys. Maple latte. I can buy it from the International Delight. Oh wait, I might not even be able to buy it here. Yeah, that's a Canada exclusive International Delight flavor. So I am so sad. We don't get cool things like coffee creamer in the United States. We just get violence. A lot of bad shit happened in the US today, or like really bad news in the US today. So like, I am very bitter and tired. But I got my fucking capitalist Starbucks pumpkin chai, so I guess, you know. But other than that, you know. I won't talk about it on stream because it is relatively violent. And it's not an appropriate stream topic. So what I will say is that it's a fairly common occurrence in the United States. It's just really fucking sad every time it happens. Living here is effectively a consistent bout of whiplash where you're trying to cope with all of the bad shit by making really funny memes and then simultaneously looking at really bad shit. And it creates this very weird sense of hyper-normalization. Definitely more reasons for us to leave. Because nothing ever really gets better, I think, is the overall sentiment. Is just like a lot of the same old, and the same shit that we've been like screaming at people to fix for the last like forever is still the same. Yeah, it's bad. And it's, like, not as bad as it could have been, but it's, like, bad is still bad, you know? Like, you can rationalize down, like, oh, it's like, well, it could have been worse, but it's like, no, it's like, bad is still bad. And I'm glad it didn't happen to me, and I'm glad it didn't happen near me, but that it's like, okay, but it happened to somebody else, you know? And somebody has to go home without their kid today. Because people do nothing. So, you know, USA, USA. It just makes me feel like, I'm like, what am I even doing? You know what I mean? Like, you just ask yourself, you know, you're like, I don't know. Yeah, nothing gets better. I feel like somehow and then really like what I'm not looking forward to are people saying a bunch of weird shit because you guaranteed there's gonna be people. Hold on, I need to finish what I'm doing here. Guaranteed there's gonna be people who are like weird about the whole thing. Hi, Watterson. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna drink some of my tea. I'm gonna need to keep tweaking this anatomy because I like this model, but sometimes it's not quite right. Glad you're doing good. That's awesome. I am doing all right. I could be better. Ugh, I need to remedy this here. I could be better. Could be worse. Working on my comics slowly but surely, chugging through this thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're like 200 and almost 230 pages into this comic, so it's like it's chugging along. It's happening. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I don't like this positioning here. I need to move this up. The Roxanne. We were literally talking about that. Yeah. Now, this was just a weird angle. Well, and then, hold on, too. There's, like, some shit happening over here, too. Hold on, I got it! Give it time. We were watching Megamind yesterday, and we were effectively just talking about how Roxanne Ritchie's character design is great, except for the fact that she has literally the world's largest bulbous top of her head, and it's very weird. And I don't know why she's the only character in that entire film that looks like that. And if you moved her eyes up probably about a half an inch, she would have been fine. But they didn't. Yeah, but if you're interested in reading my comic, Watterson, you can check it out for free on Tapas and Webtoons. It is a, like, Chinese action mythology retelling. So if you like Sun Wukong, or if you're familiar with like Black Myth Wukong, like the video game, you will like this. And it's really fun. There's lots of murder. Which link is this? That goes to my comic. It goes to my website. So you can find the playlist there, you can find a link to all the comics, and if you want to purchase the physical copy of the book at any time, you can do that over there as well. Oh, also, everybody should hydrate. Drink some water, or whatever you have. I got pumpkin chai. I've got the sacrifices of the internet. You know we can connect on Discord. Yes, I have my own Discord server. That information is on my website as well. God, sometimes my pen pressure on my hand is just like perfect. Today's one of those days where I feel like really my wrist is like nice and stable. I love it when that happens. Here's the link to the Discord. If you follow the directions in the introductions, you should be able to get access to the rest of the server. No, she's fine. I'm like, keep trying to flip this. I'm like, is this busted? But no, I think we're okay. You don't have to censor Discord in the chat, by the way. Like, Twitch won't punish you for using the word Discord. Discord is not punishable by death. Yep, it is one of the things that Bezos will not punish you for. It is true. One of the very few things, anyway. I am first. The gong sounds. Welcome over to the YouTube side of things. Don't also sink a dead body. Okay. All in all, this could be worse. I feel like, too, I'm going to move her chin up just a little bit as well. And there's just, like, a lot about this that I'm not a fan of with this angle for whatever reason. Let me move her lip down. That's better. Work murdered me today. I am so sorry that that happens to you. Maybe we should murder them back. No, I'm just kidding. Don't commit murder. Baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Okay. Oh, whoops. I gotta make sure that I don't have this. Oh god, a 10 pallet order done by noon. That's a lot. You're like, I don't know how to tell you that our legs just don't move that fast. Like, we have the ability to do this, sort of, but like, not like that. Not in the way that you think. I should have just left Wukong alone over here. But Wukong with a pleasant expression on his face? What is this? So if you got pancakes on the first plate, what is the second plate of food? That is the question. Actually, joke's on you, eyeball. What time do you work today, Jace?
2 o'clock. So I have to leave at 1:15. So I
Okay.
usually get food in me.
Let me just double check this. Working on primates from the side is low-key hard. Okay. I was about to suggest a steak and fries with eggs because that's something that you could get for around here for breakfast. Yeah, steak and eggs is not an uncommon thing in the U.S., but it's not gonna be like if you're at an American style diner like this, you can probably get steak and eggs. But I don't know if that would be his first choice. He also doesn't eat Mexican food, really, I don't think. I think the Trippy Taco has scarred him for life, even though it's not really Mexican. It's literally just Chinese food in a tortilla, which is different. I can't wait until he finds out that egg foo young has been made in the US with a flour tortilla. For a long time. That's where Wukong slowly crashes out. Okay. Sorry, I am focusing on a million different things. I can probably calm down. Y'all, I don't know what to do because the last, like, several days I have felt like, you ever just feel like you're like, I could cry now. Because, like, things are so, like, low-key bad. Where you feel like you need some kind of catharsis, but your body doesn't know how to, like, do it or give it to you. And so you just feel like you're just gonna fucking... Like, again, it's the slowest crash out of all time. Super slow. Yeah, like, I'm like... What's fucking crazy is I'm not even really sure, like, what did it. You know what I mean? Because normally you can be like, oh, yeah, I was, like, thinking about this one thing, or, like, something bad happened, and, like, this is just kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, or, like, whatever it is. But I cannot place in my brain what is the thing that did it. I'm like, is it Donald Trump's fat ankles? Like, I don't know. Like... No shade if you too have chunky ankles. I mostly am throwing shade specifically at his chunky ankles. I have a specific hatred for that man. And I don't know how to, like, get it to stop. I got, like, kind of sad when I saw Kyle and Cassie's photos. Not because they're, like, bad photos. One of our friends that we went to Greece with, they were, like, we met them on the trip, and they were, like, super, super nice. They were so sweet. And they got some engagement photos that were done, or, like, honeymoon photos done in Greece, and they looked amazing. But it just reminded me, it was like, man, you know, it's like, that was so nice. And, like, it was, I'm sure, like, everybody is like, man... Wish we were back there, you know, like, I'm sure everybody's feeling the same way. And I mean, it's funny, because I don't think it was, like, Greece itself that was the thing, because, like, Greece is on fire. So, there's still things going on in Greece that they have, like, issues too, but, like... It's, like, a little bit different. I would pay so much money to be on Thalasarna right now. Eating a crispy squid, that actually would be great. Reading a book. Or on Crete. At Thalasarna specifically. And it's a bummer because it makes me feel like I can't celebrate accomplishments that happen to me when they do. Because, like, yesterday was kind of a big fucking deal. Right now I'm in a button down, so I'm gonna have to say no on that one. I also low-key tweaked my back somehow the other day, and I don't know what I did. It's better now, but I am gonna probably go to the gym tonight to try and, like, figure out what the fuck happened. I don't know if it was from sitting in the chair too much. But no, the depression is real. Most of the time I would say yes and I would just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, I'd do squats or something, but, like, It's it has not been great over here. And like I think part of it is just waiting for UJs to be able to apply to like UBC, you know, and I know that that's like nothing you can control, obviously, like the deadline is the deadline, right? But it's like, and like waiting maybe even for Auckland to get back to you, you know, it's like they take so long. I love how they said it was going to be 2 weeks, and then that is fucking absolutely not been what is the case. Not at all. What has been happening over here. Oh, cool. With any luck, we'll just get to go. And it sucks because I don't really want to move. I like where I live. I like the area, you know, it's just like, I feel like effectively like I'm being forced out. Actually, do I want to give him like a silly little expression? I might. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He's like, give me my bagel. I don't know what he got. More pancakes. He's just trying everything on the menu. Yeah, hopefully we'll just get some news back and then that'll be, you know, all there is to it. I recognize my mom is like flipping out because I'm gonna be like not in the country anymore. But there's a chance that gay marriage could be on the chopping block, so it's like, why would I stay in a country where I can't even be legally married to the person that I'm married to? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, living here at high-key kind of sucks. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's definitely the overall vibe. I just wonder if this is what it was like living in Victorian London, where like every day you woke up and you're just like, just another day in the cesspit, and then it was just like, you know, as like a dead body floats down the Thames, and then like 4 people are drinking from it as it like floats by. Oh wait, whoops. I am a fool! Yeah, that's crazy. No, you're right. But that makes sense. Wow, that sucks. Like, why would people do that? Like, that's so fucked up. Yeah, so that's like the kind of country we live in where people call in fake mass shooting reports for fun. Fake school shooting reports because they think it's funny. I'm just like so fed up. I'm just like really fed up with everyone. My tolerance for tomfuckery is 0. Oh, Cal, I wanted to ask you, do you have friends who like to read free shit? Because I'm trying to get a review army for all of my books to try and get my books to 25 reviews. And I could go through Booksprout, but I would prefer to not have to pay people for reviews because, one, they're kind of disingenuous, and two, that costs me money. So if you have people who you know like to read and would be willing to do book reviews in exchange for commissions, that would be amazing. If not, that's chill. Like, if you know anybody in the fan fiction scene that's, like, thirsty for shit and can fly through stuff relatively quick, because my stuff is pretty quick and fast, all things considered. Yeah, that'd be dope. If you want to ask around and just see, and yeah, it would either be merch from my Etsy store in exchange, or commissions. And like the complexity of the commission would build up based on how many book reviews are done. The main kicker is that like they have to at least be like frequent purchasers on Amazon, because otherwise Amazon might shut it down for bot activity. Or if they need to, I can send them gift copies of the book through Amazon. So that way it doesn't flag it. So those are like, but like either way, like no matter what, they're going to get a free book and hopefully get like commissions and stuff out of it if that's something that they're interested in. Or like stickers or merch or anything like that. This girl's got the Gen Z stare. She's like not even looking at him. She's just like fucking... Is she okay? She is checked out. Yeah, dude, the minimum wage, I don't know, in California is like $20 an hour. But it's not enough to live in Los Angeles, that's for damn sure. I have no idea what I'm doing with her hair. She just has fun hair. They're a punk now. They've evolved. Yep. They're becoming a new human. Ah, God, their minimum wage is less than ours? What is happening? Oh my God, no wonder everybody in LA is fucking homeless. Like, good Jesus. Like, man, 18, almost $19 an hour barely covers rent here. What is happening? I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out, guys. This is it. Wow, fucking God. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have to just kind of keep reminding even my family to be like, hey, I really need, like, extra stuff because I'm trying to, like, get to a certain level of reviews so that way I can start to, like, market my stuff via ads and actually start to be able to use some of the services that my boss offers. But I can't do that without having street cred, effectively. I'm just gonna have this person in a black t-shirt and black pants, because they don't matter. They are gonna be literally off and on the screen in about 5 seconds. Or less, actually, because this is the only frame that they're in. And then they can go away forever. Oh, that's good. They don't have tipped wages over there. Yeah, that would be insane. That is insane, just in general. It's just overall insane. Okay, now I need to draw a plate. Yup. It ends up being too fucking much. Actually, just kidding. We're gonna do like this. Well, then the problem is like, sure, say you have like good wages and everything, and that's fine, but then the rent is $3,500 for an apartment, for a one bed. You know, it's like, oh. And then you become working homeless. I appreciate you, Cal. I'm always like nervous to ask because I recognize I don't really like engage in other people's service or servers because I like, one, I don't really have the time, and then two, like, I don't want to just be in there self-promoting my own shit, you know? Just all the time, and that's all that I do. Alright, what am I putting on this? More eggs. Monkeys like eggs. They will eat eggs. Eggs. Egg key! And more bacon. I think he's just decided on more meat. Yeah, oh yeah, speaking of that, did Chips ever end up getting that thing running? Not at all. Okay, great, I'm glad. You disintegrate, I become a notorious being. You can rent a bed! A bed in LA for $600 a month. Yay! Her name is Karlach. What a legend. This photograph, perfect celebrity. Getting the money, I'll make you laugh. Do me a favor, I'll show you mine. I love to hate me. I'm your perfect celebrity. Yeah, I'm glad, because last I saw Karlach, the computer was blue screening, and it was, like, really stressful. So, glad that ended up working out. Sometimes that shit just happens. I don't know why. Is that right? Hold on. I'm like trying to rearrange fingers and honestly it's not working for me. You love to hate me. We're alright. We're going to be looking at this for like 2 seconds, and actually what I might do is I will bring their hand down. Is she named Karlach because she overheats and she might explode? I can't. Stop. Okay, I'm going to just ignore the hand here. And then rearrange this character so we don't even have to worry about it. And also, too, I'm going to bring them down so that way the plate lines up more with Wukong's actual hand. You love to hate me. Karlach is wonderful. Yeah, same though. She's definitely my type. I'm trying to think of like other Baldur's Gate girls that are also my type, but I don't think any of them in that particular game are. I am a sad man who needs an inordinate amount of self-care, so like small little dumpling babies are my type, I would say. I need stability. And none of the Baldur's Gate 3 girlies are stable. They're all on crack. Okay, so now let me see here. I'm going to lower this down. There we go. That's much better. So then what I'm going to do is we're going to erase out. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. And then we're going to... Actually, I have to move this around. Move that around like that. We're gonna go. That, and then we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go like that, and then like this. Oh yeah, Shadowheart's she's okay, I guess. Yeah, nice is fine, but like I don't know, anybody who wants to beat me up. Oh, you know that moment when you like forget the arm? Whoopsie! Redundant income 10, raging Okay, so now I gotta get rid of Wukong's thumb. Because that's how that goes. And then also, hold on, I'll get there. On a sunset, dragon on a cigarette. There we go. Look at that. Humans sitting at a thing. People sitting at some stuff. Whoa. No way. This took an unnecessary amount of time. Hydrate! I'm surprised I have had the self-control to not completely just guzzle through this chai. I'm trying really hard to not just go. I'm sorry that Sleepy Town is trying to claim you. Yep. Well, what I want is for it to be infinite. What I want is to drink the chai and then just have it be forever. That's how I get diabetes. Or at the very least, plaque in my arteries. Oh, you know what I forgot too? Sean's whole ass lower body here. Raging Cucamonga. She's fine. Okay. Now the question is, I guess I'm going to... Oh, damn. You know, do I wanna... Can I just take... this? Yeah, it's like something about the pumpkin spice syrup, but then it's mostly... It's not the pumpkin spice. It's like this specific drink. I don't know, man. Because even the pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks are just, like, fine. I'm not, like, particularly attached to them in any way. Nope, the fucking... I'm just gonna kind of put in these lines back here, and we're going to do it all in one relatively similar color for the background without thinking about it too hard, because that'll make this easier for me. Yeah, even bhakti chai sometimes is too spicy for me. Like, I do like a spicy chai on occasion, but I recognize that, like, I guess I grew up, too, with my friend having a specific, like, her mom especially was, like, not a spicy chai person, and so she would, like, make uber ultra sweet chai, and so I find, like, the bhakti in particular, or other chai concentrates, to be too spicy. And truly, I am a real garbage man. If we want to talk about me being an actual trash human, the best chai for me, and this is not in authenticity at all, I'm upset because either one, I want chai latte, or a chai specifically from, like, India's Kitchen 3 or Yak and Yeti, because Yak and Yeti's, like, big old pots of chai actually rock. They're so great. And then they give you limitless chai, which is unnecessary, and they shouldn't do that for us. But also, the trashy chai tea latte concentrate from Costco that comes in powder scoops is shit, and it doesn't taste anything like actual fucking chai, but that is cracked. It's so good, and it's, again, it's a sugar bomb, but that is what I desire deep in my butthole. I long for the white girl drink. I love how I just have to kind of guess on where the rest of this goes. That's okay. Thankfully, I don't have to think about it too hard. Oh, don't forget to feed yourself if you have not yet fed yourself today. I gotta feed my Snorlax. And it's time for snackies if you have not yet had snackies. Yeah, you work a hard-ass job. It's not easy. Okay, I did it. So many wide shots. Why? This is all I have to say. Could be just fucking having a regular amount of people per panel. Just wide shots. Okay, let me feed this fucking little man. Can we feed this guy? That's all I gotta say. Go, little buddy, go. You have to make an announcement of my own. Do you think the maple creamer would go well with the Formosa Oolong? I think maple and Oolong just in general probably would go well together because Oolong tends to be like more on the nutty side and maple goes great with nuts. So in my mind, yes. I personally wouldn't put creamer in a Oolong. That's just me, but that's like a personal preference thing. Would you like an egg in these trying times, Cal? Okay. Man, sometimes studying other artists is a great way to actually, like, have your stuff do what you need it to do. Holy shit, guys. Please look at other artists and their work and do studies of them sometimes because you never know if it'll actually help you, which in my case it actually did. Just then, it came in clutch. Wow, man, my brain is cracked today, apparently. I would love an egg for my instant ramen. Oh yeah, do it! I have a hard-boiled egg from Starbucks in a protein box that I have to consume. That I'm gonna whip up some mayonnaise for because it just came in like standard, sad, hard-boiled form with some everything bagel seasoning on it because they're cursed or something. So I'm gonna make a Japanese hard-boiled egg, or Japanese egg salad out of it. Goodbye, Amaret Tea. Everybody's lucky that I choose to draw my characters sitting in a bunch of different positions because I could be boring as fuck. I really could. Although, to be fair, I just changed the camera angle up a bunch on this page. I didn't do much. Oh, I realize I am a fool. Oops. Damn boob hole. Alright. I'm glad that you liked your blends. That is cool. Yep, that's my problem constantly. Thankfully, with this raise, I'll actually be able to afford shit. All of a sudden, my rent's not going to be too expensive. Yay! I agree. Yeah, oolong in general is, at least in my opinion, the best tea type. And I know that there are some matcha girlies out there who would probably literally fight me to the death over that, but I do think that it provides the best balance for, it's like, if you want a black tea, have a oolong tea. If you want a green tea, have a oolong tea. And it's like nobody's gonna be upset about the oolong tea. Everybody's gonna like it. If you choose to put creamer in it, it's probably gonna be fine. If you don't put creamer in it, also probably gonna be fine. Can you steep it 2 to 3 times? Absolutely. So you get a good value for your tea. Like, it's just all in all, it's a good tea. Whee! Don't do that. Yep, don't put creamer in the tea Kuan. Yep, don't do that. Tea is like wine, and I constantly have to explain that to people, where it's like, they're like, yeah, I just drink like tea bags and shit, and it's like, well, you know, that's cool, and like, definitely don't feel bad about doing that. But like, when you start to get into these higher caliber teas, you have to treat it like you're drinking wine and drink the thing as intended in order to fully appreciate the tea. Because if you don't, then you're effectively just like drowning the flavor, and you don't get to actually appreciate it for what it is, which does kind of suck. Wow, why is this slightly tilted? There's a slight 2-point perspective to this. That's so annoying. Okay, well, I got it. It doesn't matter, but like, damn. I am forgetting that this is how this goes. Which means that this pocket needs to go down further. I am a fool. better. Oh, I didn't share into the Discord. I found a bunch of little Sun Wukongs at the Cambodian exhibit that Jason and I went to with my family at the museum. I found 2 Sun Wukongs. Technically, they were Hanuman, but like same difference. Truly, almost the same thing. Yes, it is very grassy. I can definitely see that. I really liked it, but I don't know if I would buy it often. It's a very savory tea, is the word that I would use to describe that. Savory for a green. You know that moment when you're like looking at stuff? Oh, it's Wukong's legs. I was like, what the fuck is going on back there? Wukong's legs, that's what. You know, just a normal amount of stuff happening back there. Oh, whoops. I'm trying to get this playlist down, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it. God, I love this song, but it doesn't belong in here. I gotta try and get this playlist down to a reasonable amount here. It's not working. Let's see. I liked the length of it, but there are some things in there that don't need to be in there. The problem is that a lot of songs in this playlist are cinematic, and so they tend to be like 6 or 7 minutes long. So I need to figure out what can last and what can go. Oh, you know what I realized I needed? actually, because otherwise this is not going to make any sense. Oh, and actually... Oh, there's so much going on here. I'm going to actually have to move this whole page. I'm going to figure it out. Because this is the empty plate. And I don't think people are going to get upset by the fact that there's like... I don't know where his fork went. Let me put a fork over here. Fork. 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 Wait, forks have four... Do forks have 4 prongs? Oh, God. How many prongs do forks have? Four. I love these cars. They wanted to be stars on black and blue and yellow. Black and... Well, this fork looks fucked up. Okay. Fucking fork. Don't look at it too hard and it'll all be okay. It's bent to all shit, but I think that that's kind of the point. And actually, truly... Hi, Gamby, how's it going? Because I actually need this like this. Because otherwise it's going to be weird looking. And actually... Yeah, this is fine. Whoops. Okay. That's better. Hello? Why? Oh, it's because it fucked up. God damn it. I love it when Photoshop glitches. Better, best. Oh, I gotta wait for this thing to open back up. I love it when Photoshop glitches for no reason. I just want to finish this page. Yeah, at least there's some context there. I don't need to have everything on the table necessarily. I am crashing out. All right. This is a lot of doing this from the side to today. Oh god, this is so big. He looks so bored. Oh, I'm announcing this to everybody in here because I'm trying to get people on the train of doing all sorts of stuff. But Gamby, if you're looking to get some free commissioned artwork or anything from my Etsy store, I'm currently trying to get to 25 reviews on all of my books on Amazon. Some of them are at 10, which is great. That was like my first threshold for a lot of them. Some of them are less than 10. But I'm offering to everybody who leaves a review, and it does not have to be a 5-star review. If you don't like the book, that's totally valid. All of that good stuff, you can leave like a 3-star review if you want. That's totally fine. But anybody who leaves a review can get either commission credits, and I can definitely explain like how much or what kind, or items from my Etsy shop every time you complete a review. Because I'm trying to get that stuff rolling, and I would prefer to have it be people that like actually like my work and actually want to read it, versus randos on the internet that I have to like pay effectively to read the book, which is not great. It's always like difficult and hit or miss whether or not people will say really mean shit. So that being said, if you're interested in reading any of my books for free, let me know, because I need all the help that I can get, and I will gladly trade some artwork for an honest review. Artwork or merch. Or even books, like... So if you want a paperback version of the book when you're done reading it, like, I can send that too, you know, those kinds of things. So, let me know. Jace, what do we do? I'm actually gonna take a really quick break, I think. And then I'm gonna go stretch my legs, and then I'm actually gonna be right back. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, I have returned. I wish I could go disappear into the crater. Where is the crater near me? And can I access it for free? Oh. You know that moment when... Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, see, because like this one can go. This one can go too. From this playlist anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Hydrate. Drink fluids. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh, thanks for doing that for a posture check, because I was shrimping. Oh, and a stretch. We got a self-care combo. Everybody take care of yourself. Okay, better. Somehow I fucked up those buttons. Yeah, this one can go too. This one is also a new Lunar New Year. But the lyrics are not necessarily super Lunar New Year-y. Do I want to keep this? I kind of like this one, actually. I'll keep this one. The song is badass, actually. Bye, Jace. Remember, if you feel like at any point that you feel like you need to come home, like, just come home. You know what I mean? Like, and like, if anybody's, like, asking, you know, it's like, fucking, you know, you got medical shit, and that's just the way that it goes. But don't be afraid to just come home. Let me know when you get there. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. Drive safe, okay?
Yep,
I'll see you later.
Yep, see you later.
I love their use of traditional instruments in this song, too. This was a song for Year of the Dragon. But this one's a good one. It's almost Mid-Autumn Festival. I should pick up some mooncakes from the, Oh, that's not great. I should pick up some mooncakes from Great Wall. Or from H Mart. That song was nice. I think the song is called Tung Long. It's by 3P. 3P is the band. Let me see. Tung Long, 3P. Yeah, yep, Tung Long. Let me make sure that that's the actual translation of the song title, though. I believe it is, though. Let me do this. Yeah, Tung Long. Yeah, so if you put it into Google, here's the name of the song by the artist 3P. If you put it into Google, it will translate as Jackie Chan. That is not the name of the song, although it does have like a double entendre in that way. Like one of the main lyrics is like, "Today I will become the dragon," and Tung Long means to become the dragon, but Tung Long is also Jackie Chan's Chinese name. His name is Tung Long, which is amazing. It's a badass name. So if you Google it and it's like, it keeps coming back with Jackie Chan, that's why. It's not Jackie Chan. We love Jackie Chan, but that's not what this is about. But it's a really good one, though. It's a cool Lunar New Year track because it's about, like, becoming greater than you are and embracing dragon energy. It's pretty cool. But this year was the year of the dragon, so that is why. Yeah, long is the Chinese word for dragon, which is funny, and the only reason I remember that is because the Chinese dragons are long. They are long. And that to me is silly. That ended up working out that way. Yeah, I kind of wish that Jackie Chan would go by his Chinese name here in the States, because it's a badass name, so I do feel bad that he feels like he can't. Like he had to pick a stage name. Y'all, I don't know what to do to be physically not unwell. I can't just watch Megamind over and over and over and fix it. That's not how life works. I think it's a fantastic fucking movie. It's actually one of the very few movies that I've ever seen that doesn't really have any writing errors in it, and the stuff that they leave out is intentionally done that way for comedic relief, so it's not like they have any plot holes or anything. So that's kind of cool. But all in all, it's an exceptionally written movie. And it's a film about, overall, being able to rise above the circumstances in which you were born and making the best out of life. Like, effectively, Megamind is a radically optimistic Taoist, truly. That's, like, his overall mindset, and it's kind of cool to have, like, a film where somebody gets shit on their whole fucking life and then, despite that, still maintains some semblance of optimism. And he doesn't start necessarily as like a 100% Taoist in the beginning of the film, but he does end up embracing the Tao at the end of the film. Even if you don't like look at it from like an Eastern lens, it still ends up being that way. I don't know if they intentionally were writing it that way. I don't think that that was their intent. But it is Taoist as shit. Okay, so now this is where this gets tricky because we have to draw him from the side. Let me flip this so that I can utilize my reference. This is the first time we've seen Bo from profile in this comic, which is fun. This is where this gets dumb. There we go. And it'll be nice to be able to like kind of take a break in like over the weekend because it's like Labor Day, so Monday I won't have to go to work necessarily. I'm just going to tell everybody, all my contacts and stuff, that I'm going to be taking time off. But it only helps so much. Because who knows what'll happen over the weekend. Just like, goddamn. I don't mean to be so depressed sounding, honestly. It's like fucking, it's so difficult to like continue to just like kind of plug away and work while I feel like absolute shit. It's like so bad. And normally I'm pretty good at like staving it off until I can like process shit over the weekend when I'm not working, but like it's just been non-stop. There we go, that's better. Oh, this has got to go. Bye, buddy. I'm gonna also get rid of this one. This one's good. I'm just like, what's the point of like making art that's like trying to point out how shitty situations and shitty people can get better when either nobody reads it or like clearly nobody cares? Like it's so difficult to think about how in my lifetime it's like I don't know if I will ever live to see a time in which like gay people are universally accepted, or I don't know if I'll live to see a time in which like mass shootings don't happen in the United States. You know, it's like that kind of shit. I'm like, okay, so like what's the point? And then I just have to kind of dissociate and just keep fucking making shit, I guess. Also, this model's busted as fuck. Bo's neck is like fucking broken. Jesus. It's like welcome to hell. Here's this weird extra fucking entire tumor. How far down does this thing go? Below. I'm gonna wait to do those until the very end. All right. Sorry, my brain is becoming soup slowly. I just don't know what to do. I just feel like therapy doesn't help because therapy can't make the shit go away. So it's just like, now what, you know? That is hilariously tiny. I am so sorry that that is happening to you. I think my main problem is that I recognize that I, as a neurodivergent person, and like part of me wants to like get tested more. I don't know. I don't know, because like I don't want to ruin my chances to being able to like immigrate into another country, because that's where people are at. But like I'm not equipped to deal with this level of emotional bombardment 24/7. Like physically my nervous system can't fucking handle it. And so I'm like experiencing like a system shutdown. And then like the only tips that therapists have are like, just meditate, do your resourcing, do your trauma exercises. And it's like, cool. So then that just gets to be the rest of my life, is just like fucking doing trauma exercises until I fucking die. Because other humans are so fucking awful. Well, like you have to meditate. You need to meditate if you are a neurodivergent person, or if you suffer from PTSD or CPTSD. It's essential. You have to. And the reason is meditation is not thinking about the shit that is bothering you. It is trying to train your brain to desensitize it to the shit that's bothering you. The goal of meditation is to not think about shit, or to gently guide your brain away from the shit. So when you're meditating and a thought comes up, the best way that I've heard it described was by Andy of Headspace. He is a great meditation coach. And all in all, like that's probably the best meditation app I think that I've used. But he describes meditation as the art of looking at a busy street. There are cars on the busy street. There will always be cars on the busy street. Your goal is to accept and acknowledge that the cars are on the busy street, but not try and follow every single car that passes you. Your goal is to look at the car, say that's a car, and then just let it drive away. So that's why meditation is important. And it will help. Like it does help in that way. Or if you're like really dealing with more shit, EMDR is a better way to go about that. And I find obviously more effective than traditional meditation practices, DBT or CBT, regardless of the type of trauma therapy that you're doing. But ultimately, it's unfortunately like this kind of an issue is like, and the reason it's so exhausting and so frustrating is that if your brain, if you pretend your brain is a fucking leg for a second, effectively what's happening to me is every single morning I wake up in the US and it's like, cool, what bad shit is going to happen to me today? And then you open the news and it's like, oh, they're trying to take away gay marriage. And then somebody takes a sledgehammer and breaks my leg. Then it's my job to bandage up the thing, put it back in a cast, because nobody else can do that. There's no magic pill or any anti-anxiety or antidepressive medication that will help you recover from that kind of shit. You have to put the leg back in the cast yourself and try as best as you can to heal the leg. And meditation is the equivalent of not moving the leg. EMDR is the equivalent of a cast, right? So you have to do these things to try and get the leg to heal. And in normal circumstances, if you weren't dealing with trauma in such an extreme way, the way that would go is that the leg would heal and eventually you'd be chill. Like, you could go back to regular life and just kind of, vibe and just do what you need to do. But in my case, that's not what's happening. And then you go back out literally 24 hours later, and then the news says, oh, 2 kids were shot because America can't figure out how to actually stop mass shootings and have good gun control. And then it breaks the leg again. And so that's effectively what's going on. Is it's like, even while I'm trying to continue to do like regular people shit and have jobs and like do an education and things like that, like I'm actively walking outside and my leg is being broken, sometimes multiple times a day. And it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we're doing what we can to mitigate this problem, but there's only so many times that you can like re-break your leg before you can't walk on it anymore, or you have to do more intensive therapy, and nobody really wants to get to that point. It's exhausting to get to that point. And so that's kind of the issue that I have with going to see a therapist. And it's not to say that therapists are bad and that they don't do their jobs, because they do. And they, like, for some people, they work really, really well. But in my instance, the only thing that a therapist can do is say, okay, well, don't step on your leg again. Or if you are in a position where it's like, okay, let's try and heal, the therapist is the one maybe in charge of putting together the cast. They're the ones who are going to be, giving you that cast to cover your leg. But it's like, okay, so now that the cast is back on, what happens if they keep ripping the cast off? Or keep breaking the leg through the cast? There's not really much that can be done there. And so the therapist can just kind of shrug and say, well, you can either apply the cast yourself or I can apply the cast. And it's like, okay, well, then why am I going to see you when I could go and apply the cast myself? And you've already taught me everything that I need to know about doing that for my brain. So there's no extra benefit in me sitting here effectively ripping the bandage off, re-describing to you how I've been traumatized over and over every single month or once a week or however often you go to therapy. It's like, why would I do that? Why is this beneficial in any way? And for some people it is, which is good. That's what you want. But like, I don't know. Yeah, meditation is the only way that I can sleep. But you have to like train your brain effectively, like some weird Pavlovian exercise to where it's like you start to do a specific action and then your brain goes, okay, sleep time now, and then just fucking deletes itself out of existence. But you have to train for a really long time in order to get it to do that. Let's see, I think he had a crossed belt loop in the back. He did. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just really sick of being re-traumatized over and over and over. And I'm managing it better than I was before, for sure. But it's like, I don't want to have to like reevaluate whether or not I'm like experiencing like SI or shit like that every fucking 2 weeks. I'm just tired. And all the bullshit overshadows the successes that I'm having, and that's what's making me upset. Is that it's like I had a really big break yesterday, but it doesn't matter because when I woke up this morning, it's like kids are dead. You know? And it's like that creates some weird paradox that I like can't wrap my brain around, because it feels really shitty to be like, I got a raise, when like somebody else doesn't get to go home with their kids. And that's just like one example, because obviously there's like so much shit going on everywhere else in the world that we do kind of have control over, and it's like we can do nothing about it. Yeah, I don't know. So, not to be like super depressing, but and I'm glad I can be here. Like, I'm glad I can do art and shit. That helps, kind of, I guess. But it only helps in the sense that it's like, cool, I can distract my brain. And then as soon as the distraction stops, then it's like, oh yeah, everything's really bad. Oh yeah, I forgot that this was actually the other direction, so I need to fix this. This is on the wrong chest. So, sorry, I don't mean to make anybody uncomfortable if that's the case. I do apologize for that. Yeah, it's effectively, for me, it's been like over a decade. So that's really where like I'm coming from, and it's like it's a really difficult place to be in, because it's like I'm starting to get to the point where I don't remember what feeling normal feels like, what being happy feels like, what not being afraid feels like, and it's really difficult to deal with. And I can feel the standard traumas becoming compound trauma. And that's what makes me nervous, is that compound PTSD is really difficult to treat, in the sense that there is no treatment. There is no cure. So if you are repeatedly traumatized over and over and over, you effectively just end up with CPTSD, and that's just the way that goes. And a lot of people who are neurodivergent have PTSD or CPTSD for that reason, where effectively our nervous systems, again, like our brains, are not designed to take this level of trauma because of the way that they're hardwired. And if you're not careful, then you know, if shit continues to get really, really bad, your brain becomes irreversibly damaged. Oops, actually, in your server, let me post this into the self-promo chat. Give me just a second. That was the wrong place to put that. I'm fine. There we go, that's better. There we go, better. Oops, wrong page. That's still one of the best pages that I've worked on in this thing so far. Free books! Okay, let me just figure out what was going on over here. I wish that I didn't have to draw so many damn accessories here. Little props. Crazy shit. It's a little chunky. Have you been seeing what's been going on with Cracker Barrel and how all of the MAGA conservatives are losing their fucking shit over Cracker Barrel down here? That's been the funniest shit of all time. That is meme-worthy content. Oh yeah, no, they changed the Cracker Barrel logo, and the MAGA people are flipping out, to put it lightly. It is really funny. Oh, wait. Hold on. Whoa, what is going on? There we go, that's better. Ooh, that could have been bad. Like, the Cracker Barrel stock has just, like, plummeted because they're so mad. They're like, why would you take away America? They took the cracker and the barrel off of the Cracker Barrel. And now everybody's mad. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm not totally fucking crashing out. Yeah, most people who are handling it pretty rationally, like I'm kind of in the same camp where I think unfortunately the logo and the rebranding that they did for the interior of their restaurant is just what I would describe as corporate. It's very like bland looking and it's not very inspired. So that's me. That's like a gripe from like a personal design standpoint. But no, they're trying to claim that by Cracker Barrel changing their logo, that it destroying American heritage. It's effectively damaging white people culture. It's just all in all very funny to me. Okay, I guess let me put Wukong's plate down over here. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, to be honest, it's just a bad font or like a bad logo change. I don't know if there's much that they could have done to improve the Cracker Barrel logo, to be honest, because I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it's like I need a different, hold on. Why? Well, that's fine, I guess. It's just originally their branding was not very good. Because already you're dealing with the weird, it's like fake soul food issue where it's like, yeah, it's soul food, but it's not even good soul food. It's just like weird mockery of soul food. It doesn't like really qualify in any way as soul food or southern food, really. I'm like, yeah, sure, if my like taste blind grandma made it, like, because that's what her cooking used to taste like when she was alive, was just bad. So if your brand is just like, welcome to garbage, like, sure. But like, all in all, I'll assume that the lady took away Sean's coffee cup. That they took it away. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I feel like people who actually make soul food would cry if, like, you tried to say, like, that was soul food. Every, like, Southern black family screams. I'm not gonna worry about the windows even. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, I'm supposed to be finishing this page, so I'm gonna try and get through this. Oh, I don't even know if I'll have time. Damn complicated pages. Let me look at what I got for these next couple pages. Okay, one page at least is, like, pretty easy. I have so much grading to do. No, I'll be chill. I can work for another hour and it's not going to be the worst. I was just looking at my schedule trying to figure out what the fuck I was doing. Now we're good. Oh yeah, I forgot. There we go, better. Yeah, sorry y'all. I didn't mean to have like an actual fucking crash out on stream. That was definitely not my intent. I hope things will get better. I can keep my fingers crossed. And, like, certain things are okay and are better. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wish that it wasn't everything that I was like thinking about, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think that there's ever really a point in my day where I'm not thinking about how to cope. I feel like my best friend, they said it the best in the way, like the only way that counts is they were like, I'm not a person anymore. I'm a set of coping mechanisms in a trench coat. Is Bo's... Is his pants the same color? No, they're darker. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh my god, his little straw. But in real life, I do it on your knees, begging and bleeding. One daughter Mia, you want it. Actually, I don't want this color. Whoops. I'm also going to do this too. Okay, there we go. Fuck, that's all I gotta say. That's it. That's all she wrote. Why would you do this to me? There we go. Okay, there we go. Not bad. Although I might... maybe like gradient a little bit here. Like that. That's better. Everybody drink shit. I guess I'm just gonna do this by... I'm actually gonna drag this down here. This is how we're gonna do this. That's all I gotta say. Sorry, I am not very chatty. I'm recognizing that, like, literally all of my energy has completely ejected its way out of my body. I just wish, like, something would get better. I, like, don't even know what has to happen to get better, but, like, something actively needs to get better, or I think, like, a lot of people are just going to continue to suffer. Oh, Look at that.
Would you look at that? There's a hole.
Wow.
It had a little hole in it. Now we're okay. I don't remember what color I made the bacon.
I'm like, what color are the eggs? At least we know Wukong likes his scramby eggs. There we go. Oh, cool. I gotta make sure to not let that happen. Gotta love bots. I forgot the rest of this beard. And also his eyebrows. Oh, this doesn't belong in here because this is not... This is also technically... Japanese inspired. Let me listen to it. think it's chill because it's just Eastern instrumental. Hello? Not me forgetting what color Wukong's undershirt is. Almost there. This whole fucking page is cursed. Okay, nothing nice. This actually doesn't go in here. I don't know how this ended up in here. Neither does this. Oh, bye TVXQ. You're Korean. I love you, but... I'm going to also get rid of this one too. Okay, we're officially down below 12 hours of music. Am I making it happen? Maybe. My eyes are so itchy from the forest fire, wildfires. I think that this one's gonna go too. This is fine though. Oh my god. now. Okay, cool. So there's that. And then now we gotta go like this. Like this. You know what? I know that I'm gonna be happier if I do this. Yeah. There we go, better. Buying viewers does not fucking make any sense to me. I'm like, I just don't understand why somebody would be like, yeah, let's do that so that way I just get instant banned. Well, but like, I understand why they want the big number because in their brain they're like, oh, big number means success. Sure, but then like ultimately you just nuke your account. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like, congrats, I guess. I don't know. It makes zero sense to me. Because eventually Bezos will get you. It's just only a matter of time. Oh, this has got to go too. Bye. It just gives, I have no forethought about how this is going to impact my channel, if that makes sense. Because you know people who do that actually want to see their channel improve. Like, they recognize that if they have bigger numbers, then they show up on the front page and, like, all of that other stuff. But, like, do they know that it looks like nobody's in the stream? Right, exactly. At what cost? Like, congrats, now you look like a big old dummy-dum. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Bacon. Bacon. just gonna go, like, be sad and just eat an entire plate of Scrapple in my fridge. I think that that's probably where my entire life is gonna go. After this. People are like, how are you dealing with your crash out? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just literally eating a shitload of bacon. Or a shitload of Scrapple. It's really fun. So much Scrappy. Like a hilarious amount. Oh, I forgot his bun. She's gonna get cut off over there, so I'm not necessarily, like, super worried about that, to be honest. Oh, I forgot his hands, too. Show by Twan. Twan Young Yoga Way her show. Yo one okay. I'm gonna just fucking melt. I wish I could just fucking dissociate super hard into, like, a dream state, so that way I didn't have to fucking think about real life for a little while. I guess that's what reading is. I don't know. That'd be pretty dope. Or playing video games is kind of that. I'm like, at what point of this crash out do I just decide to, like, play Baldur's Gate for, like, 300 hours in a row without stopping? Kind of why I write. It's like dissociation light. Dissociation plus. Hello? Oh, I don't like that though. Mm-mm. Hold on. God, that's annoying. Okay. I'm making it happen. Oh my god. I don't remember if minimize, does that help it? I don't remember. Oh, why is Wukong, why did this, hold on, something happened here. There it was. Oh my god, Photoshop, please. I know that there's a trick to get it to stop doing that, so I don't have to close anything. Let me just randomly open something. Nope. My memory is running out on my computer is what's happening. I love how sometimes when I go to open Photoshop, it just opens Google Chrome, and I'm like, that's not what I clicked, but that's cool. You come in Photoshop? Please? What the fuck, guy? Yeah, the only really, real way to fix this is it's a cache issue. So you just have to kind of close it and then reopen it. Come on, man. And somehow this is great, but I'm not really super worried about it. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? There we go. That's better. Can't forget Sean's boob hole. Oh, whoops. Actually, hello? We're actually going to do this. Goodbye. We're actually going to do... Hello? I realize I forgot this. I'll do contiguous here because I don't want to fuck around with it. There we go. Save. Oh yeah, and then boob hole. Okay, now let's get some text in here. Go, let me see here. Well, actually, oh wow, that's not what I wanted. Please. My brain. Okay, see you in a second. I may or may not be here if you come back soonish. We'll see. I'm kind of chugging along on this dialogue, but we'll see if I get through it. And everything I'm not ain't even real. Feels so good. Don't even let me add. That's right enough. Why would you do this to me? Okay, slowly but surely. I have a message on Facebook. It's just cute. Okay, let's see. I need to get through this. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. Let's try this one. Nope. I mean, if Wukong gets covered up, he gets covered up, I guess. God, that looks terrible, though. Hold on. Okay, let me see what I can do here. This was bad panel planning on my part. Unless I can happen to fit literally all the dialogue into this, that would be amazing. Make this happen here. Using the power of deletes and wizard magic. Oh. I think maybe that's it. No. No, I hate that too. Never mind, that's just how that's gonna go. Okay. Good God. Alright, that was awful. I did it. Thankfully, this isn't like a bunch of crazy shit on this page. The panels themselves are complicated, but... Whoops, actually this is 23. Yep. Like this. Now I'm probably gonna have to move a different, do a different tail here. Whee! Okay, almost there. It went over stream time a little bit, but it will be worth it. Because that means that I will be on time for my release. And that's what matters. Actually, well, I need to do some math really quick. Or actually, it's just a calc. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. Hello? Come on now. That's fine. Is it the prettiest? No. Will it be fine? Yes. Mr. Man, you can't be punching stuff. Hold on, I'll be right there. I know. I know. No, that's not right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I have now transferred to phone. Okay, I fucked this up. This was not my intention. But that's okay. This worked out still. I'm almost done. Oh yeah, this one needs to go too. I love this song, but Mr. Man, hold on. Just please, just like 2 more seconds. I see you and I hear you, okay? I see you and I hear you. Sir, why are you scratching? Why are you scratching at my chair, Mr. Man? I know, I'm coming. I'll give you your fancy feast in just a second. Okay, I did it. That was a bitch of a page. Holy moly. Okay, but it's done now. That was so much. Stupid diner. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go. I'll be back tomorrow with more. What am I trying to process out of my brain? With LG or not LGBT stuff. I mean, yes, it will be gay, but also more NSFW stuff. That's what I am looking for. So, hopefully I will see everyone tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I've been in a weird mood. I probably won't feel much better tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I will be back, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.